welcome back.
I was gonna ask if you were gonna do the intro. There's a bit of a pause there.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome back. And Rebecca has a topic of discussion for us, apparently.
Well, okay, so my pet peeve.
Ooh, should we talk about pet peeves?
I think we should.
Oh, I love talking about pet peeves because I have 10 billion. In fact, if you do something as a human being, it probably annoys me.
Well, the thing about pet peeves is that I don't have I have a couple set pet peeves, but like I don't I couldn't like name them unless you did something and I was like, well, I really don't like that. Like that's one of my pet peeves. But a certain thing that I was thinking of is when people upload bath bombs to their Snapchat story.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't care. Just use your bath bomb, admire the prettiness, and just go on your bath.
Are those still a thing though?
Bath bombs?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lily got like 8 for Christmas.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna guess that's gonna be all over her Snapchat story.
Yeah, no, 100%.
As long as I don't see her cooter,
yeah,
I'll
right.
be fine.
I mean,
Mostly
like, I guess
because she's a little girl.
I guess if it's, I mean, she's my age, but like.
Well, no, she's a couple years younger than you.
Yeah. I guess if it's like a picture of your bath bomb and it's like galaxy, like that's cool, but don't upload videos of it because like we know it sizzles, we know it fizzles. If people want to see that, like they can look it up, you know?
Alright.
It's not relevant. I mean, I guess like nothing on anybody's Snap story is relevant.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch Snap stories. I just click through them to clear off that little purple bubble because it annoys me.
Well, that's your loss because I had a cute cat on my Snapchat story today.
You sent me that as a Snapchat.
Yeah, but also another pet peeve of mine is like when people send someone a snap and then they put the exact same snap on their story. Hannah does that all the time.
Our
It pisses
sister.
me off.
Let's see. Oh, a big pet peeve of mine is when white girls talk like they're from the ghetto.
There is this, shoot.
And people that say ain't. I hate that word.
I say it comically sometimes.
Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't? But like, sincerely, like every sentence say, well, that ain't no thing, or something like.
Oh, no. I don't ever say the word ain't, actually. I hate that word. I'm right there with you. I say the word y'all a lot. I say y'all all the time.
Well, I think that's kind of a Michigan thing.
Yeah. It's just like a Midwest thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's people that talk poorly annoy me. And I know I'm not like the most vernacularly gifted person in the world. But like,
you still know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you're still aware of the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Right. But
most of the time.
I hate trashy words. Like, I don't know, it's just it's a huge, I guess this isn't so much of a pet peeve as a turnoff at this point, but when girls talk like that, it's just like, I don't want to even associate with you because you just sound dumb.
Yeah, I really don't like the word ain't, and like, don't get me wrong, like slang and trashiness are two, like, there's a fine line, but they're two different things. Like, finna is slang.
Oh my, I hope I'm at the end.
No, I think you are. Yeah, because he wouldn't run.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say something else. Oh man.
Something that bothers me is when people still use YOLO. Like, I don't see it a lot anymore, but that should have been left in like 2014.
Yeah. I think it was like 2012, honestly.
You know what else should have been left in the early 2000s?
What?
Lip piercings.
Yeah, they're not, like, I used to think they were hot. Like, oh man, I was like, oh, she has a lip piercing, I don't care what she looks like.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, you know what? Does Hannah still have hers?
She doesn't ever wear anything anymore.
Yeah. It's just like, it's one of those things that's like, sure, you can get your lip pierced, but eventually you're gonna have to take it out for professional purposes.
Yeah. And that's allowed with any face piercing, like nose piercing, septum piercing, eyebrow piercings.
Well, I think nose piercings are pretty widely accepted by employers. They're like, you know what, this is fine.
Ooh, you know what I hate? Black studs in nose piercings. Like, you just look like you have a giant blackhead on your face.
Yeah.
And like, if that's what you like, if you like having a black stud or you like having a lip piercing, don't let us deter you from it.
Yeah, like that's your thing, but you know, this is our time. This is things that annoy us.
Yeah. Why are you moving so slow?
I don't know. Let's see. What are other pet peeves?
I think
have a bunch. It's like it's hard to name them unless it's being done in front of you.
I I think everyone has this pet peeve, but when people just chew loudly, like it's like I'm sick right now, so it's one thing when I chew with my mouth open because I can't breathe if I don't.
Yeah.
But when people just chew gum with their mouth open, our uncle does that, and it makes me want to stab myself in the eyeball.
No more games.
Pete Carroll and John Fox, coaches from the NFL, every time I see them on the sideline, they're going,
You're beginning to
I'm like, you're going to hurt yourself. You're both in your 70s. Or 60s or 70s.
will be our
Oh, I remember this one. This
Yeah.
was a bitch to get past.
Well, it was because I didn't really understand what I was doing.
from what you cannot see.
Well,
Okay, well.
got him.
What's another one of my pet peeves? You can focus, you don't have to converse.
Well, I think
You're beginning to annoy.
that's probably Hannah because I also got a Snapchat.
Yep, it is Hannah.
Let's see.
Well,
Man,
also, with Hannah, we have a family group chat, and she has her story and then her personal snap. She sends,
Yeah.
like, the same snap to the family group chat, to us, and then puts it on her story. I'm like, Hannah, I don't need to see this 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if I put something on my story, I have full faith that you'll see it. Like Jake said, he'll, like, just clear them, but, like, you still see them, you know?
Yeah, I tend to pay more attention to family.
Yeah. And to people you actually care about.
Yeah.
There are some people, like, I'll glance at their Snapchat. Ooh, long snap stories. That
It's the
is
worst.
large one of my pet peeves.
It's like ones you have to tap for like a minute. Even if you're just tapping through it, it takes a full minute to get through. Why do I need to see what you're doing today? I don't care. It's
People-
not that important.
No, people at concerts are the worst. Like, when I went to the NF concert, I made sure to upload only 1 or 2 videos. And, like, even then, I thought that might have been too much.
Concerts are the worst for this.
And, like, I went to a party, like, a week ago. I only uploaded 1 snap from that because everyone else had it on their story. I was
you?
like,
I didn't even see that.
I was like, you know, I just want people to know I'm here. I want them to know I'm cool. I'm hip. I do things that the kids do.
Oh,
Nice! That didn't take long at all.
halfway through this fight already. Oh, is your eye hurting, buddy?
Enough of this.
Gosh, it's so hard like that. The vernacular is the #1 pet peeve that I have. Let's see. People that pretend like they've actually seen or done something
But they
to
haven't.
make themselves seem more interesting.
Yeah. Like, there is...
No sense.
Shoot, I know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to think of an example.
Well, isn't a kid that you're friends with at church like that?
Oh, yeah. He is a pathological liar to the bone. Oh my gosh.
No.
Was he telling you a story about being in the locker room with the Lions?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a lie.
Yeah, I know, because they don't allow that. But it's like sometimes it's worth calling them out, but other times it's like, like, fine. You think you're cool? Think you're cool. Like, and it's sad because it's like they're just trying to impress you.
Right.
And it's like, why do you need to impress me?
Right. But then, like, after a while, it's just so
Ow.
clear.
Just got, whoa! Did he just hurt himself?
I hope so.
Oh, this is such an annoying boss fight.
You know what trend I hate?
What?
The trend of being depressed.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked, isn't it?
Because, like,
Because I've had a lifelong struggle with depression.
Right.
So it's nothing really to, you know, be like, it's nothing you strive to do.
no. And, like, also, gosh, it's just, like, I'm a very anxious person, as I've talked.
Oh, and anxiety. That's a big one, too.
Or poop. Or, like, OCD. Like, I'm not super OCD. Like, I'm OCD about some things,
Oh,
but
I am. Like, things get bad sometimes.
I don't
for
have
me.
OCD to the max like you do. And, like, I don't think you have anxiety like I do.
No.
But, it just really makes me mad when people are, like... I feel like this isn't as much of a thing anymore, but when people are like,
Well,
yeah...
for teenage kids it is.
But, I mean, like, doing something where, like, oh, this job interview has me anxious. No,
Yeah.
you're nervous.
Yeah, which
There's a line between anxious and nervous.
there is. Because if you're anxious for that job interview, you're not getting the job.
No, like my anxiety has gotten a lot better, but like if I had gone in for a job interview in like say 8th grade, 9th grade, I wouldn't have gotten the interview because I wouldn't have spoken functionally. I would have been shaking. Like my breaths would have been ragged. Like they would have thought something was wrong with me, and that's the reality of it.
Rude.
And like the best way I can describe and like the feeling of it. The feeling of anxiety is different to a lot of people. Like it's not one thing for everyone.
Right.
But like the best way I can describe anxiety to someone is like when like you mess up really bad or you tell a lie and like a big lie and you're caught red-handed in the lie and there's like this pit in your stomach and your body goes cold. That it's just that all the time.
Well, that was my entire childhood. So this episode is gonna go over. Sorry about that, but
I think this episode went over last time too.
yeah.
Just because this boss fight is so tedious and so like hard to get through with him popping in and out all over the place.
I've got to be close. Give me your blood? No.
I don't think so. I don't think I'll do that, sir.
He's hurting. I know that for sure. Oh, my hands are sweaty.
And like
Whoa!
whoa.
Unfair advantage.
And like in a couple years back, like I would just feel nauseous all the time. I'd be shaky all the time. I wouldn't want to talk to people because like I was anxious. Like and it's just the worst feeling, and it makes me upset that it's normalized.
Hey, got him. It is normalized. So is depression. So is OCD. But on the other hand, like especially people with OCD and anxiety, not so much with depression because people with depression don't advertise it as much. People with true depression don't advertise it as much.
No.
They just know they need help, and if they get it, great. But if it goes bad, you know. Anyways, anxiety and OCD are so normalized, like that people with those get offended by people that say that they have it, which is okay. But it's like you don't have the worst disorder. Like
No. And I mean, like OCD to a point, that can be a very, very bad disorder. Like people pick at their skin when they have OCD, and that's awful.
oh, things get bad for me. Like all my games, movies, and well, just those, and not so much books because it's hard to like alphabetize books because you don't know if you do it by author or by title. But then you got like the heights are different, and that bothers me.
Yeah.
But all my games are alphabetized. All my movies are alphabetized, which is just an easy way to find a game.
Yeah.
Like, but
Like
I mean,
my closet's color coded, but I wouldn't say that's OCD.
no, that's just
Organization.
Yeah. But like it's really hard for me, like what I just said is pretty much a case study in OCD because I can't, it's a battle between having my books alphabetized or having them height oriented. Because if they're just alphabetized, then everything goes like a wave, and I don't like that.
And also like that that's just like an example of like one thing, and it could be like a to much worse degree for some people.
It's not terrible for me. But on that note, we're gonna end this episode because we still have to go through the entire next part. So we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You know, speaking of height differences, that Tomb Raider case has always bothered me because it's so much taller than the other ones.
That Tomb Raider, the one next to it, the blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also Tomb Raider. The one between Tomb Raider and Until Dawn.
Yeah, that is a lot taller. That's weird.
Well, because it's like a little book. And there's like art in it.
Well, I saw something and it was, is it Monk? The like OCD detective or something like that? Is that the TV show?
I think so.
It's like all the DVDs and someone has it on their shelf, and then there's one DVD set that has Monk, like the title at the bottom instead of the top, and they're like, why would they do this? About an OCD detective, why would they do this?
Well, it also bothers me that all the Maddens, like I've got 4 Maddens in a row, and they're all different, the titles are all different heights. That bothers me.